using over 200 years of Scottish heritage. Our closely guarded secret recipe of exceptional exotic herbs and aromatic spices are sourced from the furthest regions of the globe, expertly blended and steeped for up to 6 weeks to make the unique taste of Krabby's original alcoholic ginger beer? Is this script right, really? Ginger beer? Krabby's original alcoholic ginger beer. Try it! You might like it!
Equestrian, the dress code.
Equestrian.com, the UK's largest online retailer of horse and rider wear. A major stockist of leading brands with free global shipping and up to 90% off while stocks last in our big brand January sale. Equestrian.com, supporting the Liverpool International Horse Show, supporting you.
Emma was born a remarkable girl, as her ticker wasn't ticking quite right. She went to the land of remarkable people where they worked on a ticker all night. They tinkered with the ticker till it ticked and it tocked, and it ticked and it tocked like new. It wasn't just doctors who saved Emma's life. It was remarkable people like you.
Using over 200 years of Scottish heritage, our closely guarded secret recipe of exceptional exotic herbs and aromatic spices are sourced from the furthest regions of the globe.
As the world's greatest Beatles tribute band. So welcome back everybody. Right, it is time now for the big one, the Equestrian.com Grand Prix, and who better to take us through it all than Geoff and Nick.
Thank you so much, Louise. Yes, it is the big one. 61,800 euro, 20,390 euro for this, the Equestrian.com Grand Prix. I'm very grateful, thanks to Equestrian.com. Leading online retailers.
Welcome everybody to the final night of the Equestrian.com Liverpool International Horse Show. And what a way to finish what has been a truly phenomenal show with the Equestrian.com Grand Prix. This, a 4-star international jumping event, and this Grand Prix, the culmination of 3 days of jumping. Of course, it is a Longines ranking class as well. It has 61,800 euros in the prize fund. 20,600 of that will go to the eventual winner here this evening. We've got around 30-29, in fact, to come forward as it stands, and it is a whole host of world superstars in show jumping. Well, we've got a total of 6 nations. We've got Great Britain, we've got the Netherlands, Ireland, Sweden, Italy, Belgium, all represented in this class. And over the past couple of days here at the Echo Arena for this great new show, we've seen some wonderful jumping, and those competitors have all been building towards this Equestrian.com Grand Prix. Well, it's a 2-round competition. We'll, of course, be looking for those to go forward into the jump-off, the track set and designed by Kelvin Bywater here, of course, with Bob Ellis, and a challenge waits for our riders ahead. We've got lots to look forward to. We've, of course, seen plenty of action and entertainment with all of the displays here this evening. But this now is what we all begin to focus our attention on. And alongside me again, for one final time this evening, is Corinne Bracken.
Good evening, everybody.
So, what are we looking forward to tonight, Corinne?
Well, we're looking forward to some serious jumping, that's for sure. I think Kelvin set them a really good track out there. Kelvin Bywater, the senior course builder here, ably assisted by Bob Ellis. We've had a walk round this course, haven't we?
We have.
It's pretty big out there tonight.
Certainly is. Fences up at 1.50 meters. Some of the spreads 1.60 meters wide. It really is a testing track, and Corinne, I'll get you to take them round it in just a moment. But here is the first to go. We're already set and under starters orders with Joe Clayton, the very first to go. Joe with Sarah Billington's Conman JX. Well, Joe Clayton, it's a relatively new ride to Joe. Has been going well here at the Equestrian.com Liverpool International Horse Show, but can't be easy to go first in this Equestrian.com Grand Prix.
No, it's not easy to go first, but actually Joe's requested it. This horse is very nervous in the collecting ring with the other horses around him, so Joe actually has been first in a few of the classes with this horse. This roll back to fence 2, this horse jumped very well last night. Up to the Abbey Road fence. And onto the Liverpool fence. Now the worst thing about going first is that the time allowed, you've got no one to watch on the time allowed.
Well, that time allowed set at 75 seconds. They're going at 350 meters a minute. Fences up to 1.60 meters.
Joe making a very good job of this. Oh, easy, Joe. That's a very tall fence. It's 151, but it's only 110 wide. Now he's just trying to keep this horse settled on this turn back. And now to the combination.
Brilliant
and he's
start.
jumped it. He's jumped it. I would think Geoff is going berserk up there.
Well, Geoff Billington, one of the arena commentary team who produced this horse, and Joe here with the ride.
Fantastic,
wow,
Joe.
what a way to begin the Equestrian.com Grand Prix. Great jumping there from Joe Clayton and Conman JX. Combination, of course, the final fence on the course. 73.35 was his time, 75 the time allowed. We'll see if that becomes a factor as the competition develops. Well, for Great Britain again now. Young lady in great form earlier, taking the honours in the knockout. This a totally different competition, of course. And tonight, with Joanne Aston's Colivri Classic, this, of course, Chloe Aston. Well, problem.
Oh. That's not typical of this horse at all. Just maybe came up on him a little bit quick there. Jumped up through that double very well there. Oh, Chloe. Chloe.
Well, of course, going over the time allowed as well, 76.98, so has picked up a title to make the total 5 there for Chloe Aston and Calibri Classic.
An interesting thing. What happened to Chloe there, if you notice?
Well, the next in, it is for the Netherlands. This is Johnny Powles, winner of the world ranking class here on the opening night of the show. Really enjoying his trip to Liverpool. And this is Fernando. Just on a black horses, Fernando then, and Johnny Powles for the Netherlands.
World ranking class here. Good evening, good luck. Johnny Powles, Fernando, the Netherlands.
Well, Johnny, although riding for the Netherlands, is based in Belgium, owns and runs the Highline Stud. And training and breeding horses there.
Johnny Powles earlier saying what a fantastic show this was. Wants to come back next year, wants to bring friends with him. Just a little deep at that oxer there going in, having a rub off in front.
Well, just that one fence down at the moment. Comes to the combination. Well, what a shame. The fence has fallen, the fall there for Johnny Powles. There for the Netherlands with Fernando. So 3 have gone, 1 is clear. Joe Clayton and Conman JX for Great Britain. A very long way to go in this first round of jumping for the Equestrian.com Grand Prix here tonight in Liverpool.
Geoff Billington and Sarah Billington's Conman JX. Let's hope that this man gives us a clear. Cameron Hanlon and his own Cast 2 Ireland.
Well, for Ireland, been enjoying a really strong contingent of Irish riders with us. And this is Cameron Hanley with the Hanley Show Jumpers Cast 2. Cameron, who's competed for Ireland on numerous occasions. And of course, a former winner of the Grand Prix at Dublin.
Let's have a look at this course as Cameron jumps around it. Fence 3, 150 wide. Fence 4, that's 155 high, that fence 4. Rolling back now to fence 5 at 1 metre 50. Right-handed now. So the oxer here is 150 high, 160 wide. And then going down to 151, 147 high, 155 wide. So big, big jumps in this arena. 159 this vertical, the Andrews Bowen vertical, to a 150, 160 oxer. This is only 1 metre 10 wide, but 151 high. That vertical 1 metre 59, and down to the combination 150, 152, 148, 150. Big, big track out there tonight.
Well, just coming out of that 10 Downing Street double is the fence that causes the problem. The back rail just had the slightest of touches. Hopefully have a look on the replay in a moment. But bad luck. Here we go, Corin.
Oh, it was the slightest of touches as well. Just a toe on there. That was a real shame. That was very, very close to being a clear round.
Well, still the one clear. Joe Clayton and Conman as the next to go. Robert Bevis, Robert and his own Courtney Z. Brilliant form on Friday night. They finished second in that big jump-off class, that world ranking competition on the opening day of the show, finishing just behind Johnny Powles. But this is a combination, Corin, we've seen many times. Well, Robert.
As you know, he'd be one of my favourites. I think this is an amazing horse. In fact, as I've said all week, it's the horse and rider combination. When the two of you can work like that as a partnership, it makes such a difference in an environment like this.
These two would know each other inside out and back to front.
He just really... Oh, hello, Robert. Oh, he had a plan there and he stuck to it, didn't he?
Absolutely knew what he wanted to do.
Absolutely right. Rode on round that corner. Now, come on, Rob.
They are loving this.
I love that horse. Look at his face.
Well,
brilliant.
Congratulations, Robert Bevis and Courtney Zed. They're loving the Echo Arena here for the Equestrian.com Liverpool International Horse Show. We've seen them jump many clear rounds, and that, of course, tonight is crucial because it guarantees them a place in that round against the clock. They join Joe Clayton and Conman. We've got two at the moment then in the Equestrian.com Grand Prix jump-off. Well, back to Ireland now, and another of the world's very best riders ranked inside the top 30. This is Dennis Lynch. Dennis riding his own Blue Silver.
Balou de Rouet horse this, out of a Goldstern mare. "11-year-old gelding." Oh! And Dennis's horse just went too high there and not across that fence. We talk about the horses opening their frame when they get in the air, and the horse just went a little bit high. Didn't open his frame, didn't use himself well enough there. Yeah, and Dennis is like, OK, that's not good either.
Well, in fact, makes the decision to retire. He signals to the judges. Be great disappointment there for Dennis Lynch. Relatively young horse, though, Corin, just turned 9.
Well, interestingly, I think Dennis there, you know, Dennis walked the course, and I think he thought it might be quite strong for the horse. But you know, Dennis is a genius, so it could well be that he thought he could nurse the horse round or jump the horse round.
Well, from one Irish leading jockey to another, this is Billy Toomey. Been moving his way back up those world rankings over the last few months. Tonight riding at the Pains, Diaghilev. Winner of the leading show jumper of the year at the Horse of the Year show back in October. And has had a really good run of results since then. Went very well out in Helsinki. Took good results in Oslo, wins there and at Kiso.
A horse that's always been successful at every level he's been at. Billy just keeping this horse settled and in a rhythm. Just the combination to jump. Oxa, vertical. Oxa, job done.
Absolutely brilliant. That combination working so well together. Well done, Billy Toomey and Diaghilev, and guaranteeing themselves a place in that round against the clock. Of course, that's 3 clears. Will take the top 8 forward and bring them back in reverse order of merit. If there's more than 8 clears, of course, it'll be all the clears. But otherwise, of course, looking for those best 8. But clear round guaranteed into that next round against the clock. And interestingly, it's the quickest of the clears. So at the moment, in the box seat there for Billy Toomey. Well, Robert Smith is the next to join us. Been again in very good form this show. Tonight riding this mare by Balubé du Rouet out of a Carantino mare. This is Bavi.
Now I'm going to go with the tenuous link here. So the horse that's just jumped clear, Diaghilev, is by Vangelis S.
Of course, that was Robert's
which
ride.
was ridden by Robert Smith. And Robert Smith's horse now that he's riding is by Ballet de Rouet. There we go. My tenuous link from one to another.
Brilliant.
And Robert's had a great show. Robert's riding as well as I've seen Robert ride in a very long time. But what's really striking to me is he's got some great horses underneath him, Gareth.
Oh, he certainly does. He's built a really strong string. Of course, he was based on the continent for quite some time, and he's come back now in Warwickshire. Brilliant to see him competing here in Liverpool and going so well.
Well done, Robert.
Look how happy he is. That meant an awful lot to Robert Smith. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As he goes clear on Bavi. And again, guaranteed a place in that round against the clock here in the Equestrian.com Grand Prix here this evening. So, 4 safely through. Interestingly, the 3rd quickest of those clears there for Robert. We'll talk more about the order as we go through this round. Next, though, again for Great Britain, it is Robert Whittaker this time. Here with Claire Whittaker and Mandy Hall's Catwalk the 4th. Robert had a great season last year, winning some very big ranking classes, such as the ones at Bolesworth, of course, that phenomenal 4-star show that takes place at the Bolesworth Estate in Cheshire in the summer.
Robert will be very pleased with the way his horse went. Robert Smith, Di Lampard, the performance manager, is here tonight, watching all these horses jump this Grand Prix. Good turn back there for Rob Witt, or Little Robert as he's known when we've got them both at a show. He's gone the extra stride there as compared to some of the competitors, just to keep that horse a little bit more settled. Rolling back letterboxes.
Wonderful to see some of the fences from London 2012 here in the arena as well.
It's quite nostalgic, actually, isn't it?
It is. You've got the 10 Downing Street, Ship and Distress, yeah, red letterboxes. All fences so integrally part, along with the Abbey Road fence of that amazing day 4 years ago.
Come on, Robert. And another one. Very good. Now, that Robert has produced this horse all week for this class.
You said that on the first day. Keep your eye on this combination. They will get stronger and stronger, and they've just proved you absolutely correct.
Listen, this is a very, very, very talented horse. Make no mistake. On the first day he came in, he was a bit, what is going on here? And you can just see Robert working in there. And you know what? This horse wouldn't have been everybody's cup of tea, but I have to tell you, all credit to Robert and all credit to the owners, Mandy and Paul, because Mandy Hall and Paul McAteer have never given up believing in that horse and believing in Robert on that horse. And for me, that is where the partnership of the riders and the owners is so important.
Oh, that is without doubt. As to Scotland now, James Smith and his and Daniel Greer's Tyson Uno.
And Tyson Uno, well, his dad was called Tyson. And the mare line is by a stallion called Grosso Z, which I do apologise, I don't know, but I'm sure 150 people on Facebook are going to tell me exactly what it is. Sort of multi-talented Tyson Uno, isn't he? I think he's done every sort of class this week that's possible.
I think so. Not just red letterboxes, but he was jumping red walls on Friday evening.
It's a shame there for James. Oh, did you see James's body then? Making up a little bit too much ground, so really used his body weight to sit back and get the horse's hind leg underneath it a little bit more.
Well, that one fence down. They finish on the full faults there for James Smith with Tyson Uno. So 5 clears as it stands. That, in fact, goes as the third fastest 4. Of course, we're looking for the top 8 or all the clears. Reverse order is how they return in the jump-off. We stay with those 5 clear rounds at the moment. Now from Sweden, Peter Fredriksson tonight with their Sturdy Archers H&M all in.
And this little horse jumped a fantastic round the other night in here in one of the rankings classes. Only missed out when had the last fence down in the jump off. And it's really punching off this Andrews Bowen floor and jumping. A little bit of leg on there. Yeah, fantastic round that.
Brilliant round that was, and it's another one guaranteed into round number 2. Clear all the way there for Peter Fredriksson. H&M all in, and Sweden join the jump off. And Corin, that was the quickest clear we've seen so far, 66.90 the time. Of course, that becomes relevant because the fastest clear in round 1 will go last in the jump off.
I really like that horse of Peter's because it's sharp, it's nimble, it's powerful, but it really listens to him as well. So all of those things combined, I think, really give you the best of both worlds.
Well, we were talking of the Olympics, and of course this man that all know the fence as well, part of the team that won gold in London 2012, and a man that's jumping in his hometown, so to speak, originally from Liverpool. It is Peter Charles. Peter with John Roberts and Olga White's Stapleton Mist.
Yeah, Peter's from Liverpool, but now lives down in Hampshire, just in the process of finishing some extensions to his yard, which will make it look, honestly, one of the best in Europe. I mean, what he's done down there is absolutely amazing. You know, but Peter has lots of students in. He's obviously got the 3 children that have all jumped here.
They've jumped so well. He's got 3 exceptionally talented children that are going to follow in his footsteps.
I think they are, and then he's got to find horses for them. Harry, part of a fantastic jump-off that we had here earlier with the young riders, young rider club.